Every struggling entrepreneur dreams of the day when our business will reach its zenith of productivity and profitability. However, they rarely get the opportunity and support they need to fulfill their dreams. This is why the Young Women's Christian Association launched a project titled Expanding Economic Opportunities Through Entrepreneurship and Market Development. Funded by the European Union, the EEOEM project has enhanced economic opportunities and improved the livelihood of rural women and youth, making them more productive and more financially stable through better market success for their products and services.
The YWCA's EEOEM project is funded by the European Union, and it started in 2012. And since then, the YWCA has touched the lives of over 400 women, and those are rural women from the 4 districts of Cayo, Toledo, Stand Creek, and Belize. The women have been doing a whole lot of developing of their products and services.
And our aim is to help alleviate poverty by improving the conditions of rural women and youth. And we're doing that through training, skills development. We're also doing it through business marketing, professional development, and also providing financial resources to participants.
I would like to say that the YWCA is newly working with us, and to me it's really empowering us in our business for the Living Maya experience. Yes, with the music that we are promoting this morning, it's the harp and the marimba. Without the YWCA coming in and helping us, I don't think we will be here today.
YWCA of Belize have been committed to empowering of women and girls over the years. And in 2008, we applied for the grant through the Belize Rural Development Program funded by the European Union and the government of Belize. And we were very fortunate to get a grant for us to continue to work with not only women in the urban communities, but women in the rural communities. This enabled us to work with throughout 6 districts of Belize, where we targeted rural women and youth. We tried to empower them, to give them the opportunity to become employable by learning a skill. So we saw from BRDP 1 the success of that project and the need for women to continue to improve themselves, to continue to improve their families. And we applied for the BRDP 2 through the EEOEM project because we felt that we can help more rural women. And in doing so, we targeted another 200 women from 4 districts. This also allows us to construct a building in Belmopan. Why? Because the YWCA wanted to reach out. We do have a facility in Belize City, but it is mostly for Belize City area, and we wanted, as I said earlier, to work more with rural women. And in doing so, we can reach women not only in the Belmopan area, but in the surrounding villages and the district itself. So we were able to construct that building, and it is serving hundreds and hundreds of women at this time.
I heard over the radio that they wanted all women that were interested in helping their communities and women who wanted to change to come and meet in Belmopan. And after several meetings, they introduced this EEOEM project to us. And then we went through a lot more meetings to see if we could be involved in the EEOEM project.
The YWCA EEOEM project has 4 main areas. The first area has to do with business, mentoring, and technical support, providing the support to medium and small enterprises. Our goal for the project was to provide assistance to at least 40 MSCs throughout the life cycle of this project. The second component of the project has to do with the skills training. We provide business and skills training in all 4 districts. Our goal being to train 200 women and youth in developing a skill that they can start a business or that they can seek employment. The third component has to do with providing the financial services through grants. We were able to give 10 grants, 5 in the food and beverage network, 5 in the arts and crafts network, so that these business owners can have a market to sell their products. And finally, as a part of BRDP, and the goal of their project is not only to help rural areas, but also to leave the organization that they give funds to better off when the project ends. So in that effort, we have a component that has to do with the YWCA infrastructure and the institutional capacity of the organization. Under this project, we were very excited to open up a YWCA market outlet, and that's here, YWCA compound in Belize City. This market outlet gives an avenue for women and youth to have a place within the city to sell their products. They send it to us and we sell it to the local and tourist market here. Also, we were fortunate to be able to branch out. So no longer is YWCA only in Belize City, a physical location. We also have one in Belmopan.
For many of the young women in this area, the only thing that's been available in Belmopan for all this while is high school academics. Yes, they do have vocational programs, but not all of our young ladies and young men are inclined for academics. And in order to get something in which they could qualify themselves, they either had to move to Kaya, where there's an IT vet, or to Belize City. And now with us being here, there are options on their tables that they never had before.
I was doing my associate's degree at Sacred Heart Junior College. From there, I had tried to, since I had took tourism management, I tried to send out resume and application for a job within that section, but they are looking for experienced, not qualified persons. So then I heard about that job, about data processing. I took that for a while, but since I had a young child, he was going to preschool, I didn't have much time to be with him, so I was losing out on my child. And I heard about the YWCA through my aunt, who had came here to do a course and who is now on her own and doing nice, pursuing her own business in doing what she had come for. So I came here since I was interested in nails. So I'm now pursuing this, and I think that this will help me give my child a good education when I'm done from here.
Well, I'm from Mahogany Heights, 31 miles Western Highway. I found out about it from the newspaper. I saw it in the newspaper. And my reason for being in this program is because it's very effective. Right now I did cake decorating, I did computer. Right now I'm currently doing accounting and business marketing. And I found it very effective to be in a program like this because it's very beneficial to me, to myself as an entrepreneur. It allows me to make my own money and to be successful in my future endeavors. It's allowing me to put more money in my pocket and not have to work for anybody, just being my own boss.
With them, we are getting a big help by marketing our products, getting it abroad, getting it across the country. Right now we have bags that we sell in Placentia, in the Key. So we are getting ahead along with YWCA and the EEOEM project.
The enhancements from the Y, I did some jam as well. I did some preserves of jams. That was for a YWCA outlet. Because I do my own jam for my jam rolls, because my main thing is pastries. I do everything else, but I really focus on pastries all the years. And so when we had the Y and I had some things put there, the pastries wouldn't go because they want things that were not perishable. And because I said I did jam, Miss Regina suggested I do some jam for there, and so I did that. So in that area, and as well my vegetarian meat that I do, we would package and people would buy.
Well, the EEOEM project and the YWCA had assisted me by teaching me the different skills that I needed, the accounting and the business marketing most of all, and I enjoyed all the training that they've given me in the classes.
I started to do art. Well, I've been doing art a long time, but not as a hobby, not as a job. And when I started with the EEOEM project, it became more my job or my career than it was the hobby. So I've been doing it now for the last 2 years as a full-time job, and this is how I support myself and my daughter.
2 young ladies, the Canto sisters that live in San Antonio, Ohio, they were part of BRDP-1. And through BRDP-1, they received training in cake decorating and sewing. And based on that training and the confidence that they built, they were able to start their own business, which is very successful today. So under BRDP-2, we went back, found that they took the skills, the knowledge that they had learned, and had ran with it, and are very successful in their village. So under BRDP-2, we decided to assist them when it comes to business mentoring and technical support, how to have a successful business, as well as providing them with financial resources in the form of a $22,000 grant. And that grant is for them to buy the equipment and supplies that they need for their sewing and their cake decorating. They were doing quite well with the supplies and the limited resources that they had, but there was a definite need. They were also in need to have a place where they can sell their products because they were selling out of their homes. Because of the skills that they learned in the business they started, they were both able to build their own houses. And in their house, they had a designated area for to do their cake decorating, their sewing. What we are offered was an actual dedicated space where they can have customers come in.
About 2 years ago, Regina Campbell came to my home, she and Jennifer Smith, and they spoke to me about my women's group and encouraged us to take some training, which we did, and from that we applied for the grant. And my group also take all the training that they offer, like business, sewing, cake decorating, housekeeping, and also food prep.
Well, our group started in 1991. We started with 32 members, but right now we only have 17 members. And we just got involved with YWCA last year. 1 year now after we have got involved with YWCA, when we got a grant from them to buy some kitchen utensils.
Before attending the Y, I was doing hair home, but it wasn't enough, so I went to the Y, and the Y is benefiting me very good because I have learned a lot that I didn't know before. Like perming a hair, I didn't know you're supposed to part the hair in four. Doing it home, I just paste the perm onto the hair, and I learned the proper way to apply the relaxer in the hair.
Well, I have just really gotten started in my business. I was always doing sewing with my grandmother and sewing for different people like that. But the classes here at the Y has improved my business by showing me how to promote my business and how to price my stuff. So like that, I am getting like 15% more than what I was getting before I did my classes, my business classes. And then the accounting class has taught me how to keep my records of everything I sold, what I spent, and everything I still have aside that hasn't been spent or sold yet.
It's improved our life a lot because the women that was working, they get more skill that they could get a better quality job, and the one that stayed home, We have one of the girls that's making cake now in our village and selling cake. You have sewing, which I did sewing, and that improved my life because I did most of the sewing for the school kids, uniform, the outfit on culture day, and that we have other women that do housekeeping, and that really improved their life. And with the group, it makes the group more stronger.
It has benefit us a lot because right now we have an industrial stove, we have an industrial fridge, and we have a shed that we can serve people underneath with picnic table inside, so people can sit down and have their food, enjoy their food to the front there. From the time we got that stove into the kitchen, to me it's a great help to me because I don't have to be around the fire hut as much as we had started because we started baking with the fire hut. We still use the fire hut, but most of the time we are with the stove now, and then the stove is working good, so I thank them for that. And the fridge, well, after we got the fridge, I always buy my soft drink, my cold cups. I make cold cups, and every day I sell my cold cup and my soft drink and panades, and that helped. It helped me a lot. It helped us a lot, the group.
To the YWCA project and the EEOEM project between me and Miss Ruth Snag, we would like to thank them a lot for the help and for the support that they have been giving us. Thank you guys.
I would like a special thanks to Miss Rachel Rowe, the business marketing teacher. She really taught me how to price my products because my products weren't priced so I can really benefit from it, but she also taught me how to price it so I could get a better price on it or get more profit.
I would like to tell them thanks because for me, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have had the courage to do the amount of work I've done.
I would like to say thanks to the Y and the European Union for having a program that inspires young people and for having a program that at-risk people can go and take a trade so they can do something with their life, because most of us in my class wasn't doing anything new.
I want to say thanks to them because they make a big difference in our life.
I hope that we could have a better life.
On behalf of the Y, I would like to say a big thank you to the funders of the project, the BRDP2, the European Union and the government of Belize for believing in the Y in allowing us to carry out this project.